Hello, everybody, and welcome to Talladega Super Speedway for Season 2, Race 22, the NCS Sim Racing Challenge, the Cargil 400. I'm going to go 40 laps for the second time this season around the 2.67 high-banked super speedway in Lincoln, Alabama. It is sure to be a very exciting race. Only 4 races remain to decide the Season 2 champion, and the points battle is getting down to the wire. NCS Racing has officially released the first cut line of drivers that are mathematically eliminated from championship contention. Alexander Rowe in the points lead. Marnell is slowly shrinking it down, as well as Ian McDaniel sitting in third, Francis fourth. All of those drivers need pretty good races to catch up on Marnell. But here is the first cut line. Nathan Stapleton, all drivers 28th and under. Those guys are eliminated from championship contention mathematically. Hayden Phillips, Abby Lane, Josh Moore, and Season 1 champion Henry Guo are the drivers that are currently in the bubble, on the bubble, the danger zone. However you want to call it, those guys are in serious contention for staying in the championship battle. They need a great race, maybe even a win, to stay in. Spencer Davis won the pole for the spring race. Here, now we're under the lights. As cars roll off, Spencer Davis takes the pole for both Talladega races with Mike Guthrie alongside. Row number 2 sees Henry Guo needing a great race here today, and Aris Yuko. Row number 3, Christopher Marnell and Jonah Burridge going to the rear after a practice crash. Row 4 sees Axel Rocha and Harry Williams. Row number 5 sees Sam Francis and the 79 of Jacob Dabo. Row 6, Greg Rowland and the 0 of Nick Roten. Row number 7 sees Abby Lane and David Kreutz. Row 8, Colin Scarborough and Sean McKean. Row number 9 sees Nathan Stapleton, who also goes to the rear, and Rory Sharp. Row 10 has 2 GSL teammates, Joshua Harrison and Arwen Basic. Row 11 sees Hayden Phillips and Richard Fridge going to the rear. That's not exactly the worst thing here, though. Mitchell Collins, Umar Al-Kim starting row 12. Row 13, Garrett Lamar and Dominic Anthony. Row number 14 sees the 68 of Boston Jones and Barney Thresher, who won at a plate race this season. Rue Sharp and Aaron Hunter in row number 15. Row 16, James Sharp and Jimothy Sharp. Row 17 sees Alexander Rowe and Ian McDaniel. Row 18 sees Keith Hughes and the 51 of the bodacious Jerry Chen. Row 19 sees Tom Gill and Nelson Reeves. And then the drivers that were on the bottom of the speed chart, Christian Vargas, the Daytona 500 winner, and Josh Moore. 40 laps around this 2.66 mile super speedway. We're going to see 3 wide, 4 wide, lots of action. The trouble spot is going into turn 3. They hit a bump right where the tunnel is, and that gets the cars a little bit upset as Spencer Davis, Michael Guthrie leading them through the tri-oval. As you hear in every single NASCAR broadcast, the start-finish line is down the front straightaway in a different position. But here we go. Green flag is out. We're underway. Spencer Davis, Michael Guthrie leading them into turn 1. Three wide behind them as Henry Guo powers his way to the lead with a little push from Sam Francis, who's now going to come back up to his bumper. The one's going to slide up the racetrack. Didn't exactly take the push from Francis very well, as the 52 and 1 are going to be neck and neck going through the tri-oval. here on lap number 1. Francis leads that lap as they're spread out behind the field. Almost going 4 wide there for the front position as Guo is backing out of it. David Kreutz goes to the lead on the bottom lane with help from the 27 of Sean McKean. These guys are really duking it out already. You're going to see them try to jockey for position going into this corner. And that's really going to be the name of the game here. That's going to be the key. You're able to comfortably go 4 wide around this track. The thing is you're going to watch them here. They're going to spread out. They're going to go all around, try to find a little position, and then they're going to try to cycle right back in line as they go into the corner. So all of the moves you make, all the moves you see are likely going to be on the straightaways. Scarborough in front in the number 2. We have seen the Dodges have speed here at these super speedways. We saw it last season. We're seeing it this season. No wins for Bones Motorsports, but a dual win for ZAR, as well as the Bermuda win showed that Dodge still has some speed as the R1 Basic cuts down on the 18 of Joshua Harrison. They keep it clean for now. Very interesting. I'm not sure what R1 Basic was doing as they're 4 wide behind them through the field, essentially 5 wide nearly for a position as Garrett Lamar's trying to go for a 5th lane option there. Boston Jones takes the lead, leading that lap here on lap 4 of 40. Whoa, nearly contact. Where was contact? The 1793, they all got together with the 72. Whoa, the 32 of James Sharp gets sent way down the racetrack by Hayden Phillips, and that's going to send him way to the back. The 72 of Christian Vargas, he still has not rejoined the track now. He has. That is very unfortunate. It looks like he was powering through on that bottom lane. But the 68 still out front here on that 5 of 40. These guys very aggressive so far. Lots of drivers need to point their way in to even be able to race in the next race and be mathematically competitive. And the next race is Martinsville, which is a very good race, which is going to be a very interesting track, a very short track. Oh, caution comes out. Cars around on the back straightaway, and we have the 27, the 86 of Umar Al-Kheem. Looks like lots of other drivers involved in that incident. The 2 of Colin Scarborough, I believe. And caution's going to come out here on lap number 5 of 40 for the first time today. Boston Jones slows it down and takes it back to the yellow flag as the pace car awaits the field. We're going to take a look and see what happened. I saw it in the corner of my eye. So it looks like the 86 came up on the 78, squeezed them together, and sent drivers around. Mitchell Collins, R1 Basic also getting into that one as well. 42 of Jimothy Sharp. 23 of Christopher Marnell also getting into it a little bit as well. Here's another look at it. Boom, they just get right into each other right there. Nice little camera angle looking down the back straightaway. On board with Christopher Marnell, we'll get a good little look at it. Oh. Minimal damage it looks like for that 23 car. That seems pretty fixable, but you can just see that how easily they collected, how tight they are. And I don't think that they are gonna not be that tight, if you know what I'm trying to say. They're always going to be 3 and 4 wide here. As Boston Jones comes down pit road, Richard Fridge stays out. So Richard Fridge started in the rear. He technically started 40th. He has already made his way up to the 2nd place position, staying out on track. Very interesting, as we're going to see drivers taking fuel only by the looks of it. That's what the 68 did. A little wedge adjustment and fuel off, and away he goes. Will he be the first one off of pit road? I believe everybody else is doing quite the same here. Yep, he is. The 68, off and away he goes. Boston Jones is going to be your leader, or the driver that leads the field coming off of pit road. He is not the leader, however, as the field catches back up to the pace car. So we're going to be going back under green here on lap 8 of 40. The field's going to reset here after pit road, get all sorted out, and we're going to have a restart here. The driver that stayed out, the only one that stayed out, Richard Fridge, and I'm not sure if we're going to see different strategies here, but depending on how cautions play out, strategy might not even be that big of a deal. It just depends on who's in front for the yellow. Because last season, in the Season 1 Talladega race here in the fall, we saw one big massive caution and then green the rest of the way. And it was Norris Andrews of the 20 car who's had a little different strategy and took advantage of that to lead the most laps that day. Richard Fridge is going to be your leader. Boston Jones alongside him in row number 1. Dominic Anthony and Jonah Burge will be row 2. Dominic Anthony is going to have his teammate Alexander Rowe as a pusher behind him in row 3, and Nick Roten will start 6th behind Jonah Burge. Off and away they go. Green flags back out. We're once again underway here in Talladega. Boston Jones got a great jump on Richard Fridge, but there's still going to be... Nope. Boston Jones clears Richard Fridge going into turns 1 through turns 2. The 68 is going to be your leader. Jones is going to be the front man here at Talladega once again. Getting back up to speed. These guys jockeying for position, trying to find the best lane to get to everyone. People may be going high, people may be going low. The 68 goes through the middle. That's allowing the 20 to get back to the lead. So Richard Fridge with a good push from a Chevy car. That's Alexander Rowe that gets him to the front. Rowe's not going to be pushing him for long, though. He had a good push from Henry Guo. The 37 tried to go up with Guo. Guo stayed to the bottom because he had a good push from the 79. That puts the 1 to the front here at Talladega. Henry Guo out in front, not for long. Jacob Dabo cycles back to the front. We're 3 wide, a little bit of 4 wide action there with Nick Roten there in the back. Keeping it clean thus far down. Here comes Garrett Lamar. And another caution. We have cars colliding as well. It's Dominic Anthony getting into Michael Guthrie. We have cars spinning. That's the 0, 68, the 2 once again. And caution comes out here on lap 9 of 40. At Talladega. Same type of incident by the looks of it, as caution comes out yet again. The pace car gets out to collect the field with Jacob Dabo in the lead. He's going to cross the start-finish line. We're going to take a look at the replay. Here's with the 17. And we're going to see the 78. Oh, the 0 gets a run. And the 78 goes up to block just a little bit too late, and that turns around the 12, the 69, 17, the 2, the 0, the 6, the 33, the 97, all those guys getting involved. Here's another look at it here. Oh, 17 nearly gets airborne. Oh, the 0, 0, and the 6 have a hard collision as well. On board with Colin Scarborough, you can see a poorly timed block is what sends these drivers around. A little bit of a tap to the inside wall there for the 2, but it seems like he's able to get it going. Cars coming down pit road. The leaders don't, but the 52 does. 52, the 93, the 20, the 85, and more, all coming down pit road here. So we're under lap 9 of 40. Off and away goes the 52, gas only. We're going to be off and away. We're going to be restarting here on lap 12 of 40. Hoping to get some good green flag action going back once again. Very interesting sorting of events. Now, the 30 of Garrett Lamar. I know it's early in the race, but he has 3 wins on the season. Alexander Rowe has 3 wins on the season. Can Garrett Lamar go for a 4th win here? It is entirely possible. It's also entirely possible that the 30 gets turned in the next lap and he wrecks. We don't want to see that, though. We want to see some good, clean racing. So hopefully we see a good restart coming out of these guys soon. Pace car pulls in. We're about to go back underway. Jacob Dabo, your current leader. Garrett Lamar sitting in second. Umar Al-Kheem in third. Marnell, Rowe, and then 5th place on board with Ian McDaniel as we're going to go up through the gears. Green flag is back out. We're underway on board with McDaniel. Let's take us through this restart. Lamar gets the good jump on the 79 to go 3 wide here for Ian McDaniel, and the 30 takes the lead. You can just see how hectic those restarts get. A 4-car breakaway out front, or at least single file. Not for long, though. Umar Al-Kheem dips to the low side with Christopher Marnell. Marnell ditches Umar Al-Kheem. The 23 is going to make it 3 wide down the front straightaway to the start-finish line. The 30 wins that little photo finish to lead the lap, but here comes Marnell to the front. The 23 here leading on lap 13 of 40. As they are all scrambled about there behind them, drivers trying to jockey for position, some people losing the draft. It looks like the 2 of Colin Scarborough has lost it already. Here comes the 69. That is Hayden Phillips there. He is going to take it to the lead with a push from Barney Thresher, and that's Christian Vargas, who lost the draft earlier. He has made his way back up to the front. The Daytona 500 winner there, now sitting in the middle of the track. The 4 of Nathan Stapleton's going to give him the push. 69, 59. They're going to drag race it to the start-finish line. 69 leads the lap. 59 now takes it. Whoa! Big contact with the 78. And it looks like he's got an engine problem with Tom Gill as his engine blew. Big motor problem for the 78 of Tom Gill, who was in the middle of the pack, nearly caused an accident. We stay green here at Talladega, but McDaniel is the one who takes the lead away from Barney Thresher. So the 26 comes to the front, and we've got a very split pack as that 78 really split up the field there. Into turns 1 and 2 goes the 26. And he's leading that hungry horde of drivers that's right behind him. Single file for that little backpack there. There's 3 drivers that were trying to work together. I don't know what Henry Guo was doing, but he was not trying to work with Richard Fridge to try to get back up to there. 3 wide for the spots behind McDaniel, but he still stays out front with a pretty sizable lead. Jerry Chen in the 51, trying to get a good run down the front straightaway to challenge for this lead, but the 26 still stays out in front. The 51 tucks behind 26 to give him a little push, and then goes high. Almost, I would say he almost abandons his position there as he's going to slide up the racetrack. They're going to make it 4 wide behind them. Here comes Alexander Rowe trying to go down the bottom with the 86 of Harry Williams giving him a push, or the 87. This is the little backpack of drivers there. This is the one that got split up when Tom Gill had his engine failure. They are trying to work their way back up to the front of the field as Harry Williams has taken the lead away from Ian McDaniel. As there's the pink 87 of Harry Williams out in front. He has won a Talladega race. If we're going by the official name titles, the Geico 500, he is the season 1 winner. But if we're going by the fall Talladega race, he is the defending winner of this event. Under the lights here in Lincoln, Alabama. Very interesting racing so far for the drivers out in front. The 51 of Seelan Dosler, another pink car, gets behind this 87 as it's Halloween, a very spooky day. We have not really many spooky cars, we have more pink cars here on lap 18 of 40. On board with Nelson Reeves, as we certainly have seen one strange occurrence. We've seen the 78 blow his engine mysteriously just in the middle of the track. As we're looking behind on the 12, we saw the 54 try to pull out. Now, oh, caution comes out. Big crash, the 37, the 1, the 22, they all get involved, and oh, the 12 and the 1 collide. The 22 goes rolling, and as the drivers were slowing down, we have a crash here at Talladega on lap 18 of 40. This shakes things up. Here's a look at the replay. Looks like 22 and the 37. They were getting a little too close for comfort, and then, oh, they just collide. The 23 gives a little help to the 22 to send him up the track. And then as the track self-cleans, boom. Oh, hard incidents from 12, the 54, the 1, and the 22. They all run into each other. And man, that is hard incidents there. Here's another look at it. The 85 is able to keep going, but he got some very hard side damage. And then, man, just these guys just running into each other. 22 goes on his roof and flips back over almost immediately. On board with Aaron Hunter, we're going to see how this incident unfolded from his point of view. They're being told to go low. Oh, I think the 22 hit the side of the 34. You could just hear it there. Just barely not being involved in that incident. As the 87, the leader, the top 3 drivers are going to come down pit road. The 4, 72, and more, they're all going to get some fuel here. As the 1 of Henry Guo and the 12 of Nelson Reeves, they're going to retire from today's race. As well as the 79 of Jacob Dabo. He says that he's got an alternator issue. They're going to try to pull it into his pit stall to fix it, but they're likely going to bring it to the garage. Off and away goes the 87. But he's not going to be the first one off the pit road. It's going to be the 58 of Keith Hughes, who is going to be your leader coming off of pit road. This restart's going to be on lap 21 of 40, just past halfway here with the 20 of Richard Fridge, your leader. Tell you what, starting in the back definitely did help him, but he's had a fast car. He's just made his way to the front. It really doesn't matter where you start here at Talladega. It's about staying out of wrecks and how you finish. That's definitely the name of the game here, certainly for some of these drivers. As we're going to line up 2 by 2 for yet another double file restart at Talladega. Richard Fridge, James Sharp. It's going to be row number 1. Dominic Anthony, Sean McKean. That's row 2. Row 3 is going to be Abby Lane and the 44 of Rory Sharp. Green flag is out. Off and away they go. We're going to have the 32 and 20 roaring down into turn number 1. The 32 gets the jump on the 20, is able to clear him into turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway they go. The field has already spread its way out. Here comes Dominic Anthony down the back straightaway. Dominic Anthony had a run coming out of turn 2. Didn't use it. He's going to be behind the 20 going to turns 3. The 20 and 32 with a little push there. They're 4 wide behind them. As here comes the 20 of Richard Fridge, side by side and at the line. That's where they are. Fridge takes the lead. The 32 had the advantage at the line, but now Richard Fridge at the front. The 17 right behind them stays behind to give him a little push. Dominic Anthony not fighting for points. The 20 is. Rival teammates, but the 17 stays behind his Chevy-affiliated driver for now, as the 20 then goes down to block the 58. Just trying to keep the car clean as James Sharp now ditches the 17 of Dominic Anthony, leaving him out to dry. The 58 is going to dive underneath the 20. Richard Fridge is going to wish that he had Anthony's help now as Hughes goes to the lead here on lap 23 of 40. A little breakaway of the pack once again, as it seems that the 54 of Aris Yuko came down pit road a tiny bit ago. We missed it, but Aris Yuko comes down pit road to get tires. He had a little bit of a tire issue, got back out on the track. They're 4 wide there for third place. The 32 of James Sharp retakes the lead here, as the 20 of Richard Fridge is going to dive down pit road, as well as the 45 of Arwen Basic. So 2 drivers also coming down pit road. I'm unsure why they're coming down pit road. They might need fuel, they might need tires. We don't know, but here comes the 26 down the bottom lane. He's going to take the lead going down the back straightaway. As there's the 52, who was way off of the pace of the pack, but he is in between the 2 packs that have split up, just full throttling it around this track. I'm going to try to catch these guys back up to the main group, who are very much fighting, jockeying 3 and 4 wide. As long as these guys are single file, they should be able to catch back up, as the run from Umar Al-Kheem is able to pull him around the 52. As long as they cycle through like that, they should be able to catch back up. 26 Ian McDaniel has Dominic Anthony and Sean McKean right behind him. The 45 is going to peel in right in between the two packs. That's going to cycle in perfectly. The 20 of Richard Fridge is going to be ahead of the 26. They're going to be right out of turn 4 right now. It's not like the 20 wasn't fast enough earlier to stay within the pack, so it's not like it'll be a problem for these guys, but the 26 is going to try to get around the 20 of Richard Fridge. They're 4 wide, battling there. Seelan Nosler was giving a little door to the side of the 58. And the pack is going to swallow up the 20, but he's going to have enough speed to level out the field. The 26 is going to get the outright lead once again from that. But Richard Fridge is going to cycle right into this little front pack. You're allowed 26 of 40. McDaniel still out in front. It's been a very interesting race thus far. The 26 hasn't won a race since Watkins Glen. It was a big question. He was one of the drivers that he won the first race ever. He won the Daytona 500 in season 1. Didn't win again until Watkins Glen this year. As the 84 of Axel Rocha had pitted as well, he is just now coming back up onto the track in front of the main pack there. 4 wide for the lead. James Sharp is going to have the bottom. He's going to take it away from Ian McDaniel. But he's not able to get the run out of the corner. Maybe he is. He gets a little toe from the 20. I thought the 20 was going to hold up the 32 coming out of the corner. Giving a little nose as the 84. This should be swallowed up by this pack here. They're going to split him. The 20 and the 32 are going to split the 84. Is he going to stay within the draft? I'm not sure. The 20 gets a good run from it. He's going to unlap himself from this 32. Here comes the 58 of Keith Hughes, the 51 of Jerry Chen. As the little backpack that you guys saw earlier with Sam Francis in them, yeah, they have caught back up. As here comes Jerry Chen to the bottom. Looks like Chen is going to lead for a tiny bit, but here comes the 69. Whoa, nearly cutting down this 51 car. Very, very aggressive here. I mean, he is just weaving and bobbing all over the track. Hayden Phillips now takes the lead after nearly getting wrecked by Jerry Chen. Apologies if I said Seelan Nosler earlier when referring to the 51. We are big tired in the booth, but that happens in big time auto racing. 69 of Hayden Phillips in the lead here at Talladega, as we've got quite a big pack once again. Here comes the 17 of Dominic Anthony and the 37 of Alexander Rowe on that bottom lane. They are chugging along. Here comes the 69. Lap 30 of 40. 11 laps to go here at Talladega. Here comes Ian McDaniel with a push from former rival Garrett Lamar. So I would say the water is still simmering between those two. It's not like the rivalry has completely died out yet. That was the big storyline last year. They haven't had any incidents this year. As the 20 is going to hold up the 26 just a little bit. Going to give the draft to the 30 of Garrett Lamar with a push from Alexander Rowe. That's going to put the 30 to the front. Rowe and Lamar, 2 drivers that have won 3 races this season, looking for their 4th. The Daytona 500 winner, Christian Vargas, he's behind him as well. 10 laps to go here in the Cargil 400. The 34 of Aaron Hunter in front of them. Whoa, way off the pace is the 34, as they're going to try to get around them. The 34 not sure what they're doing. Garrett Lamar having trouble to get around him. as the 86 of Umar Al-Khaim, he's going to be the driver that takes to the front, and caution comes out. We have a spin. The 30 gets turned as well as the 26, and I would say if it wasn't for, right into the side goes the 72 of Christian Vargas. And if it wasn't for the 34 of Aaron Hunter, I don't think we would have had that, because they stacked up big time down the back straightaway. But Umar Al-Khaim gets the lead here at Talladega. With 10 laps to go, a caution comes out. And we're going to look at the replay. So here's the 30 getting stacked up by the 72 just gets loose, trying to brake, and turns him, and there's really nothing you could do there. Really nothing that you could do as any race car driver, unless you're the 34, is to get out of the way. On board with Ian McDaniel, the 20 just goes down because of how much they're stacking up, and that just turns them around. Michael Guthrie carrying too much speed, turning Ian McDaniel. And you'll have that at plate track racing. I mean, big incident there. You can see how hard the 30 got hit. One last look at it here. Oh yeah, the 26 just got loose and then went into the 33. If you're on board, it looks like the 33 turned them, but if you're looking at that, it looks like they just collided into each other. Whole front pack of drivers all coming down pit road. Now the pace car picked up the 93, 22, 45 ahead. That's because those drivers are lapped down. The 86 comes down pit road as your leader. And we're going to see all but a few drivers coming down to get some service. Off and away they go. And the 86 not going to win the race off the pit road. The 24 of Rue Sharp is actually going to win the race off the pit road. So very interesting to see. Now, Dominic Anthony, your leader here, the 84 of Axel Rocha is going to sit in second. Those two drivers are the only ones that did not come down pit road during that time. Now the 45, the 24, the 22, the 34, all those drivers are one lap down. Where they have been cycled into the running order, into the restarting order. So the 17 and 84, those are the drivers that are in the front right now. Dominic Anthony looking to have a good race here, a good finish. As, looks like the 17 is going to come down pit road. They have an issue. They have decided late that they're going to come down pit road and get some service, follow the pace car down pit road. So now, very interesting here, as actually it's not the 84, it's the 24 of Rue Sharp. So he is your current leader now, as a very interesting alignment. I'm not sure why NCS officials put lapped cars in the front, but green flag is back out. Very messy restart. We're going to go back underway. Rue Sharp is your leader. The 86 and 18 are second and third, as the 84 is actually on the lead lap, but in the back. So he is at danger of being lapped down. So that's what's happened. 17 of Dominic Anthony coming down pit road. They said that they had a tire going down. They've changed their tires and they have gotten back out there. But it's the 24 of Rue Sharp out in front with 3 lapped cars in front of him. The 97, the 30, all coming through there. They're a little strung out there. The 86 of Umar Al-Khaim is going to come down pit road as well. He has to serve a penalty. He was not lined up properly because he was in the wrong row. Now, I mean, a lot of confusion going on, but he was 4 wide with someone on the restart. So they are serving the penalty. On board with Jonah Burridge, who's going to take the lead here. No, he's not going to. The 24 stays in the front. Rue Sharp got that draft off the 84 of Axel Rocha. But now with the run comes Jonah Burridge. He's going to take the lead. The 20 is going to go underneath him now. Remember, he's a lapped car. So Jonah Burridge out in front here with 6 laps to go here at Talladega. Here comes the 34 and 30. Garrett Lamar with the push from the 37 is going to go to the front here with 5 laps to go. Not sure why I said 4. We're on lap 36 of 40. As McDaniel has powered his way to the front row, sitting in second. The 33, Michael Guthrie, pushing him there, sitting in third. Guthrie's going to slide down to the bottom now. He's going to have help from what was the 27. Now he's going to have the 4 behind them. The 26 is going to be in the sucker hole. He's got no help whatsoever. The 33 is going to get a run. He's going to get a draft from his teammate, the 20. And Richard Fridge is just helping his teammates at this point. Michael Guthrie now to the front. Nearly contact between him and Nathan Stapleton. And they're going to try to cycle the 20 up and out of there. Here comes Stapleton down to the bottom. Guthrie's going to lead with 4 laps to go. Now Stapleton takes it. Stapleton was nearly clear of the 24, but not quite enough. Rue Sharp going back to the front here in the 24 car. He has cycled his way back. They're single file behind them, but then a little big pack here for this front spot. Here's Umar Al-Kheem coming off of pit road. He is in danger of going 1 lap down, as the 24 has broken away from the field. All these drivers cycling, shuffling about. The 24 out in front, coming to 3 laps to go here in the Cargil 400 at Talladega. Jonah Burridge right behind him, down to the bottom, and crash! Behind them, the 37, the 27. Your points leader, Alexander Rowe, involved in an incident here with 3 laps to go at Talladega, and caution comes out. A crash in turn 1 brings out the caution, and we're going to take a look at this replay. Oh, looks like the 37 was drifting up the track. Very much a rookie mistake from the current veteran points leader. Drifts up the track, and that just ruins the 27 there. Here's another look at it. Boom. Hard incident there. The 51 of Jerry Chen was the other driver involved in that. Chen just gets squeezed up the track there. And not much you can do if you're 27 or the 51. But no drivers came down pit road. We're going to have a green-white checker here at Talladega. We've got all the drivers on the lead lap that will be racing. Dominic Anthony, the last driver on the lead lap, he was able to be saved. He was just about to get lapped if we stayed green. But Rue Sharp and Jonah Burridge headline row 1 for this restart. Garrett Lamar, Jimothy Sharp, row number 2. Keith Hughes, Barney Thresher, row 3. Christopher Marnell and Michael Guthrie, row 4. Ian McDaniel, Nathan Stapleton, row number 5. Remember, no cautions. It is checkers or wreckers for these guys. Whoever crosses the line first, obviously, wins. It's going to be 2 laps around this 2.66 mile track to decide the winner of the Cargil B 400. Plenty of drivers who have been fast in contention. Rue Sharp, Jonah Burridge, getting ready, looking for their pushes. Green flag is out. We're underway. The green-white checkered here in Talladega. 2 to go to decide the winner. Rue Sharp stays on the bottom with a push from the 30. They're side by side for the front position. Now the 24 edges out the 30. He's going to give a push to the 24. They're going to go down the back straightaway here. The 24 slides high to go up to block the 97 who had a run. Here comes Garrett Lamar. Garrett Lamar with 3 wins on the season. 1 last week at Barber. Looking for his 4th. Here comes Ian McDaniel, making it 4 wide for the 3rd place position. The 26 right behind the 30. He's going to give the 30 a big push down the front straightaway into the tri-oval. Garrett Lamar, Rue Sharp, Ian McDaniel, that's your top 3. Last year's winner. Earlier this year's winner, Joshua Harrison. He's up there in the mix. Garrett Lamar, final lap, one time around for these drivers. Nick Roten bouncing around. Here comes Ian McDaniel. He's got Harry Williams right behind him. 4 by 4 through the field. Lamar falls back. Here comes Ian McDaniel, slides up the track to block. The 30 on his right quarter panel. Harry Williams below him. Now McDaniel's going to slide down to block the 42, or the 72 is right there. Whoa, contact between the 69 and 85. They go up the track, into the go. Big crash behind them. They're wrecking. Huge wreck behind the drivers. Lamar, Boston Jones, Rory Sharp, Harry Williams, all of them involved. But it's Ian McDaniel, Christian Vargas to the line. Who's going to win? The 72 pulls out. It's Ian McDaniel who wins at Talladega. What an insane finish here to the Cargil Beef 400. Wow. And we're going to take a look at this for replay shortly. My goodness, we had an insane finish. The 85 got squeezed by Jerry Chen into Hayden Phillips. Off and away they went, and then up into the 44, and that sent them around. And a big crash behind them. Here's another look at it from the 44. So you're going to see the 85, they go down and then back up into them. And then, man, the whole field almost gets wrecked there. And that paves the way for Ian McDaniel and Christian Vargas to go and finish 1-2. On board with Christopher Murnell. You're going to see them come back up the track. He avoids the first incident, gets tapped by the 44, and then the 68 comes up and spins him around. What a finish for Ian McDaniel, one of our championship contenders. Comes home to finish first place in his 2nd win this season, his 3rd career win. For Ian McDaniel. Here's a look at our results here. What an incredible turn of events. Ian McDaniel 1st, Christian Vargas 2nd, Jerry Chen finishes 3rd, Kreutz 4th, James Sharp 5th, Hayden Phillips 6th, Dominic Anthony 7th, Colin Scarborough finishes 8th, Spencer Davis 9th, Sam Francis 10th, Barney Thresher 11th, Nathan Stapleton 12th, Alexander Rowe fell back to the back. He was sitting in last, pretty much. Made his way through the wreckage, finished 13th, Sean McKean 14th, Abby Lane 15th, Lamar, Harrison, Guthrie, Marnell, and Keith Hughes finish in your top 20. Jonah Burge, 21st, Nick Roten, 22nd, Rue Sharp, 23rd, Rory Sharp, 24th, Timothy Sharp, 25th, Boston Jones, 26th. Harry Williams was looking for a good result. He finished 27th. Umar Al-Kim, Richard Fridge, Axel Rocha finished 1 lap down. Arwen Basic, Josh Moore, Greg Rowland, Aaron Hunter, Aris Yuko, Mitchell Collins, also 1 lap down. And then the drivers that finished out of the race, Henry Guo, Nelson Reeves, Jacob Dabo, and Tom Gill. Those 4 drivers all finished out of the race. Guo and Reeves with crash damage, Dabo and Gill with mechanical failures. Well, we are certainly going to have a very interesting shakeup in the points standings. And Alexander Rowe in the points lead still, but look who is a new challenger. Ian McDaniel has boosted his way into second place in points. Christopher Morel third, Sam Francis fourth, Richard Fridge fifth, then Harry Williams, Scarborough, Harrison, Lamar, Roten. That's your top 10. Michael Guthrie currently in 11th. Very interesting how Guthrie has made his way to 11th, but he is the last driver that is above the cut line. Now, Yuko, Jones, Timothy Sharp, Vargas, all those guys, they are in the danger zone for the next race at Martinsville of being eliminated from the championship contention. And then Sean McKean, the last driver that is above that cut line right there. Rocha, Phillips, Collins, all those guys out of championship contention. Henry Guo, season 1 champion, unfortunately eliminated from championship contention after winning the title last year. An unfortunate, disappointing season for the one crew. Josh Moore as well, another championship contender from last year, being eliminated. Sean McKean in 21st, all but eliminated there, as the cutoff was 5:08. He has 5:09. He's all but eliminated there in that 27 car. Well, that'll do it from us at Talladega. The next race that will happen, it's going to be at Martinsville. We'll see you all there for the next race of the NCS Sim Racing Challenge.